What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to episode 9 of the series. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm expanding the city once again from the highway to the river, but in a different way than usual. As you can see, I really like having my builds have a lot of variety. In this whole area, most of the buildings are very different from each other. Of course, there's going to be some of the same buildings because it is just a video game, but most of the time it looks like every building is different. Although that is very realistic, it's also realistic to have areas that have all of the same building. In areas like Queens and the Bronx in New York, there are lots of neighborhoods that are just blocks and blocks of the same building, the same house, just all lined up, and it doesn't look bad, but I just never do stuff like that. But today I'm going to be trying out and see if I can make it look good. A whole area with the same building, pretty much. Alright, I think I explained it enough. Let's get into some building. Alright, so since this is going to be a pretty big area and it's going to house a lot of people, we're going to need all new services for this area. I also want to show you guys what I'm planning on using for the main building, and it's going to be this. This wall to wall all the way down. I also might use this building. Oh no, that's not the right one. Hold on. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is the right building, but it's just not leveled up. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's leveled up. So I might use some of these buildings too, but I'm trying to avoid using mixed housing buildings because of this. Not enough customers, and there's just so many other mixed housing buildings just like that. Alright, well, let's get into this. I'll explain my plan for the road layout, and then I'm going to build it. But I don't want this to just be a regular 4-lane road going all the way down. I want to split up the lanes into a couplet that goes all the way to the end and then comes back around, and I'm going to do 3-lane as well. But I'm basically just doing that so I can put big parking lots in the middle, because we're definitely going to need a lot of parking for this area. And then I think I should also get a little entrance and exit right here, just so the only way to get in here isn't just from here. I'm also thinking of doing that here as well, just an exit and an entrance, but not going over the highway to the other sides, just one side for both. Alright, sorry, I've kind of been yapping. I'm going to get into building now. Let's see what I can come up with. Alright, I'm done putting down all the roads. I have a feeling some things might change, but for now, I think this is good. So what I want to do next is put in all the services before I start zoning in all the residential buildings. And I'm going to start with medical care. I'm going to use this USA Northeastern Medical Clinic. I'm going to throw it over here. Alright, we have that there. Never actually seen this building. Oh, this is nice. Does it have upgrades? It does have one upgrade. It has an extension wing. I don't really think we need it for now, but... So I'm going to set it to service this district for now. Alright, next, I want to get in an elementary school. I'm going to be using another USA Northeastern asset. I'm going to put it right here in this parcel. Let's see how this looks. Very nice. I like it. And then I'll also add a playground and maybe a basketball court, but in a little bit. Alright, so moving on to fire coverage. I'm going to be using, again, USA Northeastern asset. Maybe I could put it here on this corner? No, because I wanted this to be a park area. I also want this to be a big park, but maybe I just have this right here on the corner, and then the rest of the space will be for the park. Yeah, let's place it right here, and let's see how it looks. This is another really cool asset. All right, let's make sure. Oh, it has a helipad too. You know what? I might add that. I don't think we have any helicopters yet. And then let's make sure that this is for this district. All right, next up is police. I would love to use the northeastern asset, but it only has 5 patrol cars, and I really want the city to be safe, so I think I'm gonna go. I think this is the Vanilla City Police Station. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go with the USA Northeastern one. I think I might just put it across from the firehouse right there. Let's see how this looks. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. We have almost everything. An extra thing I want to incorporate into this area. We don't have any of these buildings. We don't have a city hall, central bank, welfare office. The welfare office would fit in right here really well. I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to have this service, this district. I could just do everything, right? I don't really know what that does for real, but I'll just do everyone, just so any poor person that lives in any of these areas can benefit off this. And I just realized I did not think of public transport at all, and I never failed to do that. I really just don't remember to think about it. I think I should get a subway station stop for this area. On one of these corners would probably work best. We're also gonna have to get buses over here. The public transport in this whole city is just terrible. Mainly the buses. If you're wondering why I haven't put a high school, it's because we're pretty good on that. Oh, thriving metropolis. Let's see, which way is this facing? Okay, it's facing this way, so maybe I should get it here. Or if I put it here, it would connect up pretty good. And this is a pretty central area. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here. Let's link those up. Alright, subways are done. I'll do buses later in the video. And there's one more thing I want to add in before I start zoning in. Probably wondering why this area doesn't have a road like this going up to it, and it's because I want to put a grocery store here because there's literally 0 grocery stores nearby besides this Walmart and this Target, and that's pretty far for these citizens. And this fit in perfectly too. We're going to put it right here. Let's just see if it really does fit perfectly. It does. Nice. I don't even have to add in parking either. I'm pretty sure this should be plenty. Morrissey's? I don't even know what that is. Let me know in the comments if you have a Morrissey's nearby, or if this is just an in-game brand. I don't know. Alright, still a couple more things before I fill in the area. I also want to add in this Shell gas station right here on the corner. Oh, it looks good. I just want to connect up the surfaces though real quick. Alright, that looks good now. I also want to put some fast food in this area. I don't know if IHOP really counts as fast food, but wanted to put an IHOP right here. You know what, actually, maybe I should put the McDonald's here, and then I could throw the IHOP over here. Let's see how this looks, though. I haven't seen this asset yet. Oh, this is nice. Look at this thing. Just want to move it over a bit. Alright, I can't line it all the way up because it has lights around it. And now that gets me thinking, maybe I should just add a road through here and put more fast food on that road. Because I feel like having a place right here isn't the best spot. You know what? Yeah, let me try it. Alright, I'll fix up how this area looks in a little bit when we detail. But now I think we're in a good spot to finally be able to start filling in this area. So I'm going to get right to that. Alright, I wanted to stop to take a look at it with you guys. I don't know how I'm feeling about this, honestly. I feel like eventually when we fill in the whole area, it'll probably not look as weird. but I'm planning on behind all of the buildings for it to look like this. The only problem is this process of placing all these parking lots down just takes so long, but I think it makes the backs of the buildings look a lot better because they're very plain, and we just have so much traffic coming in here right now. That's the worst thing about this game, I think. When you start placing down new buildings, it's just the traffic is insanity. And then it creates problems everywhere. One thing I forgot to add in was some death care, and we really need to remember that because, I mean, look at these issues. This will never be fixed. 291 waiting for a hearse, 147 waiting for a hearse. I don't even want that to like start to even try to build up over here. So we got to make sure we have death care coverage. And I guess maybe this area that I was saving for a park, it could just end up being a cemetery. Let's just see how it looks here. Oh, we could put this small one here, but I feel like this one's pretty small too. All right, so maybe I place this one right here. A little cemetery on the water. It's not bad. And you know what? I wish I didn't have to do this, but I think right here would be a good spot for another crematorium. Actually, this might not fit. Let's see. Place it and what? Okay, it is in the way, but I can. Oh wait, I can move this over. All right, now I just got to get rid of the keyed section here, I guess. Alright, now it fits in good. This upgrade just helps the processing speed. I guess we'll get it. And the hearse garage, we'll come back and add more hearses eventually if we need to. But let's just set it to be for this district and this district. Just really hoping that we can fix these issues. I don't think I can though. They just built up so much. Alright, now we can get back into building this area. And I have an idea with these different shaped blocks. I think I want to put some low rent apartment buildings for these. But these two blocks will be the same as these. I just feel like I should make this road into a one-lane road. Or not a one-way road, an alleyway road. Just because it's only really here for the parking lots. I'm going to face these buildings towards this road. So that means I have to fix these two roads too. Alright, with those placed in, I want to see if I can find a good asset. The low rent housing is usually pretty ugly in this game, but I saw 2 towers over here that looked pretty good. So I want to put 2 of them here and then just make this a complex, like it's just one big area. Alright, so right now they're not that tall, but when they level up to level 5, it'll be this tall, which I think is a good height for over here. I'm going to make both of these this color. And then in a little bit, we'll detail this whole area, make it look like it's all just one big complex. Okay, so for right here, I want to get another low rent housing building. And I want to get a 5x5 asset that will look pretty good. That's not what I'm looking for. Alright, that's the building I'm looking for. You know what? I'll keep it that color. I like that. Same thing as these buildings. This one will get taller eventually as it levels up. Alright, and then for this space, I was thinking the UK high density. A 6x5. That looks pretty good. I know it looks a little empty, but I really feel like it will look pretty good once I detail it all. So just trust the process for now. Alright, let's move on to back here. I feel like I should have more housing over here. And if I'm going to go with anything, I want it to be the French low rent housing because these assets look good. And I could kind of make it look like a complex with like 3 or 4 buildings. So I'm just going to extend this road behind the grocery store real quick. Alright, and now I just got to figure out what size buildings I should do. Already has a dead person in it. Like, are you serious? All right, so if you're wondering why I left so much space in between these, I'm gonna put parking lots and stuff. Oh wait, I forgot. I wanted to put a skate park somewhere in here. All right, I'm done here for now. Now over here, I feel like I should probably put another row of these houses. Alright, I'm gonna leave this blank for now because I don't know if I want to just put trees in here, either more parking lots or I could get more of these buildings. So I'll just leave that empty for now. Alright, so what I want to start doing now is slowly detail this area. I think I'm gonna start with this middle road, all the parking lots, and then I'm gonna do this whole process behind all of the blocks, and then we'll stop and take a look at it after. So yeah, time for me to get to work. Alright guys, I'm done with the parking lots. I put in a bunch of trees and I think this road just looks so cool to walk down. I put a bunch of parks on the ends of all these, and then behind the buildings looks nice too. Put a little playground here too because I don't think we really have enough of those in this area. I'm gonna get more put in. But yeah, I think this came out really good. We still have a lot of work to do, but I want to move on to the elementary school. I want to finish this spot. All right, elementary school is done. Looks good. I even touched up this area, and I think this spot looks really good, so we can move on to the next spot. I'm going to detail this whole area, the fast food and the cemetery, and in the middle here. Yo, you can't tell me this area doesn't look sick. I mainly like this. I added a Wendy's. I played with the surfaces a lot, connected them up, did a lot of parking lots. And then for the cemetery, I gave it a little parking lot, put some trees around it. Didn't do too much work over here, but I think it looks good. I think the middle here looks pretty good too. This empty grass is really bothering me, but McDonald's would never want there to be trees or tall bushes in the way here because they want people to see this and go to it, so I just have to deal with it, I guess. All right, I think it's time for me to figure out these parcels, starting with this one. Okay, that just took me so long to do this one, but look at how good this came out. I know the parking lots and everything is just really random, but I don't know, I really like how this looks. Finishing these two is going to take so much longer though, so I'm just going to get into it now. Alright, this block is now done. I would have kept going, but I wanted to stop to let you guys know something. I liked this building, but I want to put a hotel here. Even though that place kind of looked like a hotel, I want to put an actual hotel. I'm going to use the Hotel Mondial. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is the building I want here. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's really nice. Alright, I'm going to detail this now. And that is the hotel done. Look at this, I gave them a pool. I forgot there was a community pool in this game. Look how nice this waterfront area looks now. Oh, why is my thing bouncing like that? I mean, just think about how like empty and awkward it looked before. Now it just looks so nice. And well, I just spent so much time doing all that, and I still have a lot more work to do all along the highway. And I still have to figure out this area, but I think I'll save this for last. Let's head over here and figure out what all this is going to look like, and also if I'm going to put anything here. We're getting real close to being done here. I think this area came out a lot better than I thought it would. I like this area, this apartment complex, and then I just decided to put a big parking lot back here. I don't know if that's really a waste of space or not. It is pretty big, but maybe it could just be extra parking for the elementary school teachers and just people who live here, because there are a lot of people that live in these buildings. Alright, so I thought that this was the last spot I had to deal with, but then I remembered this whole area, which I'm not completely sure on what to do with. There isn't a lot of room here, so I don't know what to put along the river. I was gonna put an interchange here that I never did. I guess we'll figure that out, but I really want to get to work on this because originally I wanted it to just be one big park, but then I thought maybe I put a pedestrian road going down the middle and line it with restaurants. Alright, so that's going down the middle. I downloaded a Cheesecake Factory asset that I really want to place. Everybody loves Cheesecake Factory. If you don't, then you probably haven't eaten there before. Put this right here. Oh, this asset looks great. Just want to get rid of this. If you guys noticed, I've been getting rid of all the grass textures. I know I use them a lot in every other build, but for some reason I just don't like them anymore. Alright, I connected it up with an invisible road. I'm going to just quickly put a parking lot and detail it. Alright, as much as I want to build stuff and explain to you what I'm doing, at the same time, I really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna keep time-lapsing and just figure this out, and then I'll go over everything after with you guys. Alright guys, this is what I came up with, and I don't think I could have done any better. It's a big park space. There's 5 places you could get a drink or eat at. I think there's 4 different parks, yeah. And I think it all just goes together really well. You know, you wouldn't be able to do much in this game without a bunch of these mods. I think the best mod I have is this, what's it even called? Invisible roadway path, but with the parking lots. I think that's probably one of the best assets ever made. But yeah, now this whole area is done. From this road all the way down, we're detailed, looks good. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments what you think should be along the water here, but I think I have some ideas for over here. So first I'm gonna build this interchange that I never did. Alright, that's done, and once again, I have no idea what I want to build over here, so it's back to time-lapse time. Alright guys, and we are done with the area for today. I think it came out pretty good. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments though. I have a feeling our unemployment rate is probably high. Yes, it is. Almost 15%. So next episode, we're gonna have to fix that. But for now, that is it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs. It would be much appreciated. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and also please leave a comment if you have something to say. Alright, I like reading them and I like getting some feedback from you guys. I'm very curious to know how you guys feel about this build though. But okay, that's it. I'll see you guys next episode. Goodbye. Love you.